activist working for the rights of marginalized communities, in particular Dalit and women, for more than 2.5 decades in India. She has done Masters in Social Work from MS University, Vadodara, and Bachelor's in Law from Gujarat University. She is a former Executive Director of Nava Sarjan Trust, Gujarat. Manjula has represented issues of caste and gender biased violence and discrimination in the United Nations and European Parliament for almost 15 years. She was a co-chair of an International Dalit Solidarity Network. Around 2 years back, Manjula ji founded Wise Act of Youth Visioning and Engagement Foundation, focusing on the rights and leadership of marginalized youths in India. Manjula ji is giving half of her time as a director of campaigns for Dalit human rights defenders. This project covering 5 states of India. She is also a board member of Innovation for Change of South of Asia. I would like to welcome Mrs. Manjula Pradeep ji.
Thank you so much, friends. First of all, I would like to give my greetings on this very important day, which we are celebrating Dr. Ambedkar's Jayanti. And I also want to thank AANA and all of its members for having conferring me this very important and prestigious award, Savitribai Phule International Award. I feel very honored and privileged. I think it's an important recognition to the cause which many of us are committed, and coming from a background of discrimination and violence and born in the community, I think it's important that the work which we are doing is reached out and spread to different parts of not only India but South Asia and the world globally also. So I just want to put forward certain aspects which is related to what's happening in India and in the world globally, and also to the work which I'm trying to do through WAVE Foundation and also through Dalit Human Rights Defenders Network. We all are devastated with what's happening in India and globally, and even in US, what's happening with especially those who are from particular origin and also from particular race, and how their lives are being affected. When the lockdown was declared in India on 25th March, we decided to set up a helpline, which is called as Relief and Aid Helpline, which basically was set up to help the migrant laborers to get in touch with those who are the volunteers or representatives of NGOs across the country in India, and to get them support in terms of relief and other forms of support. So we got thousands of calls from different parts of the country, some from Punjab, from Tamil Nadu, from Karnataka, Maharashtra, Bihar, Kerala, UP, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, even in Gujarat also. Like, there are thousands of workers who were also stranded in big cities like Ahmedabad. And as you know, that Ahmedabad is having one of the largest numbers of COVID-19 patients, and we also have a very high number of deaths of COVID-19 patients. So I think it's a very difficult situation which we are all working and trying to help as many people, especially those who are from our communities and those who are from the deprived communities. And I really want to thank AANA for giving a support to our relief work, and where we could help the migrant workers from Tamil Nadu. So through our work during this period, we are trying to help widows, single women, who are the ones who don't get much support either from civil society and also from individuals. We are also helped widows who were affected by genocide, which happened in 2002 in Gujarat. Also people who were differently abled, trans women, apart from the migrant workers. So what we are planning to do apart from this is, I've just started a series of webinars from today, where I'm trying to give space to those women, marginalized communities, who never get any kind of support to speak at any kind of programs or events, because usually women are not given that kind of priority, space, and position, as we all know the power dynamic. So it's very important. So we just started from today, and we started from Mumbai, which is the highest number of COVID-19 patients, right, in the country. So that's what we are planning to do in this coming month, during this month also. And as through Wave Foundation, see, the Wave Foundation, when I planned to set up Wave Foundation was when I travel across the country, and I met the youth from Ambedkarite Buddhist community also, and from the other minority communities also. And I realized that the dream of Dr. Ambedkar of making a Prabuddha Bharat, I think enlightened India, I think that was something which we are still wanting to happen. So based on that, we started Wise Act of Youth Visioning and Engagement. That's the Way Foundation, and we are also trying to build up National Council of Enlightened Youth to create a just society, to create a society of people who believe in equality and practice equality. I think something we are trying to work upon, and that's why we are now building bridges across marginalized communities. So we are talking, not only talking about people who are discriminated based on caste, but also by ethnicity and also by religion. I think we have to, as we know that India has more than 50% of youth in the country. So that's what is our aim now. We are since many years, I think for last 1.5 decades, I'm trying to build leadership amongst the grassroots women activists. I think that's very important core concern for all of us, because they are the one who are doing the actual work in the field, but they don't get any kind of support, and they also need a lot of hand holding. They need a lot of capacity building to strengthen their leadership and build their leadership. So I think that's what I am doing at the moment. Uh, Apart from that, I think I want to focus on certain aspect of mental health and mental well-being, as our community face a lot of discrimination and violence. Recently, there's a 16-year-old young girl from the community. She is in coma, and she was gang raped, and then she was thrown from the water tank, and she's in coma, and she doesn't have like any kind of support. This is in Gujarat, right? So as you know, there is one this young girl, 15-year-old girl, going on the bicycle from Delhi to Bihar. One can imagine, and people are praising of her efforts, but no, this also shows the tragedy. This also showed the kind of pain she went through, the family went through, why they would want to leave their village and go to Delhi. So we also have to think about that. How do we enable our people? How do we especially build the lives of our young girls who's many times they face discrimination, but sexual violence? I think sexual violence has been something which I've been passionate about, having survived sexual violence in my childhood. I think this is something which is very important for me, to how to build the lives of these young women, young girls. And I think Way Foundation would like to work on these issues. And through by working on the mental health, we are going to do the work on trauma counseling of survivors. We are trying to build a network of survivors, how they become defenders. So from survivor to defenders, that's the process. And I think each individual in India, in any part of the world, has that inclination, has that energy, has that inability, that that person can become what that person wants to. Only thing is the hurdles that person has to overcome. And especially as women, we have to overcome and overpass much more obstacles and hurdles. And I think there's an opportunity which is being given to us by the work of so many great social reformers like Savitribai Phule, Jyotiba Phule. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is our inspiration, is someone whom we adore, who we want to practice what he has taught us. I think that's what I would like to do. And I think it's an honor and privilege to also know people in AANA. I know many of you, and I'm also quite appreciable of the work and the contribution which Ambedkarites are doing across the world through AANA and also Ambedkar International Mission. And I really want to thank all of you. Many of you, apart from AANA, have also supported the work which I'm doing, providing relief support, whether it is Bahrain or also in United Arab Emirates. I really want to thank each of you from the bottom of my heart. and would love to see and ensure that how we can work together, how there is a trust, and how we can build a better justice and peace, and there no no discrimination or violence against women. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and giving me the space to speak and raise my voice. Thank you so much. Jai Bhim Uday.